Alright. Hello, everybody. It is time for Shopify Rebellion's Byun to face off in the semifinals of the weekly Korean Cup. He's been on a tear lately, and what I keep saying to tell people how good he is right now is that he keeps ruffle stomping this guy. In the top right, that's right, the GSL finalist of this season, Dragon Phoenix Gaming Zest. One of the best Protoss vs. Terrans in the world. Now, stomping might be an exaggeration, but Byun has actually been getting the better of Zest recently, which is fascinating because Byun got stomped in this season in GSL. Zest dominated until the grand finals and had obviously a very hard-fought, close grand finals match there against Kua, which he did end up losing. Hopefully, no spoilerinos. It's been a few weeks. You guys should probably know by now, by the time you're either watching this live on Twitch or a bit later on YouTube. And, Orbital on the way, Marine as well. SCV is gonna try and get that command center down. No block for Zest. A little bit of a blunder there. Byun very efficient with his mining, and the Marine gonna look for the probe kill, but the probe both... Ooh, he doesn't actually spot the reactor, but I think seeing the Marine, you can assume... Oh, it's not a reactor, that's a tech lab. Oh, Byun's gonna do the Marauder build. Guys, this is my least favorite build order. He's going to make 2 concussive shell Marauders, walk across the map. He's going to lose them to 2 Stalkers and a shield battery, and then be behind. This is a fantastic build. If you guys like handicapping yourself up against your Protoss opponents, and he's forgetting SCV production right now. Byun, hello? Oh, his depot is really late. Maybe that's planned with the Marauder build, because that takes 2 supply. I'm not sure. So anyway, he's got the Marauder. Obviously, I'm kind of joking, but it's just, I always get upset because I really like a lot of different TvP openings, and this one to me feels rather shite. We'll see if it works out this time. It will be 3 racks behind it, but I much prefer like when Kua does 4 or 6 Marine pressure off reactor first into 3 racks. Regular 3 racks where you just camp at home with a bunker. There's a lot of builds out there that I prefer to it. Now, of course, you do get to skip the bunker, which is nice, but the Adept's going to see this, and... Oh, he catches it! Okay, good move out timing for Byun. Does the recall save it? Oh, nice save. Instant recall. And as long as that shield battery is ready, it's going to be completely fine. Stalker, Adept, shield battery. Easy defense on this. So at this point, Byun will move across the map. See if he can pick off a unit out here. But he actually shouldn't lose these units. If you lose these guys, it's a massive cost. Now, he does see the Adept go past him. He's going, of course, for Tech Lab Stim and then Reactor. Oh, actually, Reactor Tech Lab. Okay, so it is still the standard add-on set. I thought you might go double Reactor with this version. And he takes a bit of damage from the Stalker, but obviously he's got to get away from the shield battery or there's just no way to take this fight. And I think going home is the correct call. The Stalker and Adept want to chase him. This is very greedy for Zest. Okay, he does pull back. Well managed. Zest goes straight Forge? Oh my lord! Weird build versus weird build. Zest is like, I'm going to go 2-gate blink Forge. He wants really early upgrades coming out, does Zest. And he's going to just go for a third player. Very defensive build. And he might play 1 Forge all game, but he's going to get very quick upgrades. Super cool to see. Big thank you, Ken Cheeto, for the Prime Gaming sub, by the way. Big thanks to the love, my friend. Engineering Bay goes down here. Now, this is 2 gas. So you take a second gas pretty early with this build. Stim, shields on the way. It's not that big an army, but you've got 4 Marauders in there. And shields is what? About 30 seconds away? Yeah, 40 seconds away when I started saying that. So it's going to be 6 Marauders and 8 Marines with Stim. I mean, that's a lot of Stalker killing power. But Zest focusing on the sentries. This map not that good for force fields, though. There's so much room to cover. Oracle getting hallucinated. That's going to try and scout. It will not see the army coming. Oh, actually, the army's going left. It will. Oh, very good scout there for Zest. And Byun changes direction. Says, let's go straight for the natural. And we've got the gateways there. 4 gates are up as well. Marine Marauder coming forward. Oh, he's going to stim. There's batteries on either side. He's got to be careful of the force fields. He's going to just kill the gateway? I would have dived. I really feel that Zest doesn't have the numbers. I'm probably wrong. I think Byun knows better than me. I would have gone in there and tried to focus the Stalkers down with all that Marauder extra bonus damage to armored. Blink is, of course, out, so Zest wants to pick off some units on the way home. Yeah, the combination of Blink and Force Fields and Guardian Shield makes that a really hard fight. Shield batteries as well. Byun probably making the mature decision now. He's going to split an army on the left. Maybe look to dive that mineral line. Does, of course, have that starport transition. He'll be building medevacs in about 20 seconds when these swap over. +1 attack is on the way. No third command center just yet. And interestingly, Byun sends 2 Marines, or 1 Marine ahead to scout. Kind of exerting pressure without really overcommitting. We've got a lot more gateways on the way, and a robo as well as +1 armor starting up to complement the +1 attack that's already done. Marine Marauder's going to stim in that third. The other guy's going to go for the natural now. Oh, he's pulling back. He doesn't want to take a bad fight. He's going to dive. Okay, he's got to get the sentries though, right? Oh, dude, this is not working. I don't think this has worked for Byun. Wait. He's going to get the sentries. He gets a bunch of those sentries. The bio on the left is not going to trade well, though, I don't think. Yeah, those units have to do another stim. These fights feel pretty good for Zest overall, but let's actually look at the units lost and see. No? Dude, sentries are so expensive and Marines are so cheap, I guess. I'm like, so many more Terran units. So I was like, dude, 3 sentries and 3 stalkers died. That's actually worth it. You could see it in the units lost tab. He's producing way more as Byun. Zest is going to come out here and skirmish with him. He's just got to be careful not to get caught by stim, especially if... Oh, the medevacs! Oh, Byun! Oh no, Byun! Oh, he loses one of his first 2 medevacs. That's such a big cost. He does get 1 stalker for it. Oh, can he get a second? Okay, I think that's okay then. Loses a Marauder though, Zest. On the disengage, grabs the Marauder, then pulls back. Big thank you, Mad BK Youth. What's up, my dude? Thank you very much for the love. And, he's gonna scan the observer. No, he's just gonna go for the cyber core in the gateway. It's always an annoying position for the Terran to abuse. Wants to pull back a little, doesn't want to lose the Marauders. Oh, he gets a Stalker. And he's threatening to stim on those units on the left as well. Gateway's gone down. Gets the Adept. His units are very wounded though. So, for now though, Byun keeping up the pressure. Gets the Gateway, gets the cyber core. He can just pull back from there. Third command center on location. He scans. Sorry, gets the observer there as well. Oh, he's thinking about going into main. No. Bad move. I told you guys Byun's a psychopath. His drops are actually insane, but Zest was ready for that. Now, this army looks pretty small on the left side. Bio, still a little wounded from the previous stims. The medevac's very low on energy. But he's picking off gateways. He's lowering the production. He's going to click the battery. Depowers that battery down. Oh, Byun just going for it. The Widow Mines get taken out before they can fire, though. This bio going to try and get up into that main base. The Zealots do get a good bit of surface area. Is this good enough for Zest as a whole? Byun is going to be picking off some structures. He's going to go for the Forge, but +2 did just start. So that's not as bad as losing a Freshie. And only loses the empty medevac on the disengage. Byun here dancing on the edge of Zest's areas of control, finding damage. And behind it, he's only behind a few SCVs. His third's landed. It's saturated. His +1 armor is going to finish. That will tie up the upgrades as the double Forge goes down to replace the upgrades that he lost. Zest here trying to go double Robo Colossus and double upgrades, and he's going to turtle for a long time. Zest cannot do anything to pressure Zest. Now, he's still building probes, but he's got so many extra in the main. He realizes, wait, just transfer those. I've got more than I can use right now. Armory, second eBay, third command center, adding gases as well. Medevac count is at 4. It's not a very impressive medevac count. Good Widow Mine count. Oh, dude, that's a tiny army. Oh, Colossus! Oh, no, the Colossus in the open, but great micro by Zest. He keeps Daddy Colossus alive. The Widow Mine gets it, though. And Byun just cascades over the top. And that opening, I said it was bad. It puts you behind. Byun says, no, silly piggy. This is how it works. All right, guys, game number 2. Really just getting overwhelmed in map number 1. And I think this map's, though, going to be a lot easier to defend against that sort of build order. This, in the bottom left, is Zest. And his opponent in the top right, in the red, Byun. I think Byun shows a good build for that map. When you think about it, Jagannath are quite wide open. Hard for the sentries to just zone out the 3 racks the way Zest wanted them to. Probe wants to block that command center. Notice the SCV wants to start landing hits on the probe before a minute 40, because a minute 40 is when the Terran gets 400 minerals, but Zest saves his hit points to the perfect moment, and Byun's like, oh, you're so annoying. Get out of here, dude. That gets delayed by a solid 8 seconds. So very nice move by Zest. Now, of course, if he chronos an Adept across, there's always the chance of killing the SCV, building the command center. Now, the reason that hasn't worked historically against Byun's opening, Byun skips the bunker almost every game, guys. He goes Marine, command center, real standard, delays the second depot. Why? Because he's not building out of the barracks. He goes quick factory, then reactor, then second gas, then depot, and he's going to have 2 Marines and a Hellion pop out at the time that this Adept could arrive. Now, Zest has realized this, and he's like, well, you know what? You're always ready for it. Fuck it. Doesn't even chrono boost the Adept. I don't think he'll even move across the map because Byun is so predictable with this opening recently. Zest is saying, well, screw it. Does an extra chrono on his probes and says, I'm just going to hit my macro even harder than normal. Adept Stalker will just chill at home. We'll defend that Hellion when it comes in. I'm going to go blink, but I'm going to do it off an even smoother opening. So I think this is a very intelligent adjustment to counter Byun. Now, Byun likes doing the same opening over and over again. He gets very predictable in his openings in all matchups. And I mean, it seems like a pretty solid opening, so I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but there is always a danger. Any element of predictability, of patterns that are very consistent in your play are abusable. And we're going to see exactly how Zest's response works. Does this hard counter Byun in some way? Is it just a very slight advantage, leaving his units at home to deny the Hellion and get a bit of extra punishment off? If he shades quickly with the Adept, he can kill that Hellion. I think the Hellion is going to try and dive. Where's the shade? Oh, he missed the shade. Does get in there. Nice scout for Byun. Sees that Blink's upgrading. He won't be able to get any probes as the shade does cut him down, but still nice to at least see that it is probably a Blink opening. Byun's going to go for a single Widow Mine. He's going to go put that out in the tall grass by the looks of it. No, he's actually going to go across the map. Oh, maybe even looking for the denial on the third, but Zest getting set up towards that third very early on. Ooh, Zest. I doubt he sees this. That should be a kill. What? Who's watching at that moment? I guess he knows that Byun likes to put a Widow Mine there. And look at this. He's going to try and bait the shot out. Oh, but Byun unburrows. He doesn't let it fire and he runs away. And then he can burrow in the hedge. Meanwhile, Marine Drop's going in. There's no units at home. Zest getting caught out right now.
Cat smile.
Cat smile. Thank you very much for the banana bread tip. Banana bread. I love banana bread. 5 probes go down. Thank you, Banana Bread, for the $5 tip there. 5 probes. And he gets all of these out. Forces a recall. I mean, Byun, he's so good with this opening stage, but this is a crazy drop path. You know, Blink stun. Oh, I guess Blink is done a bit earlier than normal, actually, because of that greedy opening. Barely gets the medevac out of there. That should be good enough, though. I don't think the Stalkers can blink across there and get the medevac. Ooh-wee. He'll get 2 Marines, make it 3. Wow, Zest is good at StarCraft, dude. Oh, look at this. Widow Mines there, ready for if Stalkers blink across the gap. Very cute. Tank is going to siege up in the main base. So the bunker defends the natural, tank defends the main from a blink in. Stalkers could, of course, blink over there, but your production, your main central area is going to be secure. Third Nexus is finishing up, so that's still a very quick third Nexus. Charges on the way. Extra gateways going down. It was only 2 gateways up to this point. Very quick forge. So Zest definitely preparing very well for the longer game. And you kind of need to do that because Byun is such a good macro player and he is so patient. Now keep in mind, Byun keeping his Raven at home, very uncharacteristic. We were talking earlier today casting Byun about how he likes his 2-piece and a soda. He likes to send the Raven across the map, come in behind the natural in the third and drop auto turrets. And you can see Zest is ready for it. He's like, I know your Raven's going to fly in from here. You're going to drop auto turrets. I'm ready. And because of this, Byun's actually like, he's delayed it. But yeah, he's going to do it. He always does it. And we will see this repair. And then he'll load up Marines and go hit the main with a stim drop as well. Every single game, Byun looks for that same pattern. It's a good pattern. It's really solid. It's light, flexible harassment while he gears up for his big 3 racks upgrades, while he gets +1 attack and gets that push ready. And yeah, it's a 2-piece combo. Original recipe Byun. Ooh, he's going to lose the Raven. As I said, Zest was waiting for it. Predictability gets punished at the highest levels. And you see Zest here. He knows exactly all the things that are coming. This is where randomization is key. At the highest levels, if you just rely on the same pattern, you keep repeating it, players will take advantage of it. But if you mix that pattern in with other patterns so they can't always know what's coming, it's much harder for the player to take advantage of you. But so far, Zest showing a very high level of understanding of what Byun likes to do in the matchup. And he's definitely adapting very well today. Of course, Zest can be very hit or miss in how he plays the game. Incredibly decisive. Loves his big 3-base pushes. Also loves to kind of defend with Colossus, and then when you overstep, he'll counterattack and kill you. Zest cannot play late game, but neither can Byun really. Like, as much as I'm saying Byun's been playing more late game, like, yeah, you play 5 bases, but we very rarely see Byun drop mass orbital, play Maru style, Viking, Lib, Ghost, perfect late game. It just doesn't really happen. So when Zest and Byun clash, it's kind of funny because Zest never stops building Stalkers and Disruptors. Even when he goes carriers, he'll get like 6 and he'll be like, yeah, now I'm just going to make more Stalkers. Maybe do a big Mothership recall. Byun also, though, doesn't really go past Biotank Ghost either himself most of the time. So it's an odd matchup. Marine drop in the main catches him out of position, though. Army at the front. Ooh, watch out for the force fields. I think that's okay. Good force fields to buy time. But dude, Zest! Zest not reacting. Those Marines never even stimmed. Byun's piling the pressure on the front, and as much as he's slowing the push down, dude, neither of them microing the front. Oh, Zealots in the main. Oh, that's what I missed. Oh my god, I'm so blind. So the giant Zealot Warpin is massacring Byun. Byun should probably hold position those SCVs. He's trying to hang on. Okay, he's going to lose all of his SCVs. 26 probes go down, though. 25 SCVs. Okay, whoever controls their production wins at the end of this. If Byun can depower all these gateways, that's going to be huge. He's going to depower the gateways. I think Byun's winning this. He's going to lose the medevac. No, he gets to the next base. Third base has gone down. Back at home, it looks like the Prism got cleaned up. Indeed, it did. The Natural gets cleaned up. There's still triple mules dropping, or at least double. Orbital's not done. That medevac gets cleaned up. The game turns into a massive shit show in the blink of an eye. Zest tries to fuck him up with Zealots. Byun takes massive damage, but he's fucking him up with a drop at the same time, which Zest didn't seem to notice. And Byun pushing the third as well. And Byun comes out on top once more. Zest unable to handle the pressure, the pace that Byun is bringing. I'm telling you guys, losing that round of 16 as unceremoniously as he did, getting his ass handed to him, really lit a fire under Byun. And he has been adapting, evolving, and becoming an incredible level of player. Zest now, I mean, he's got a lot of power units there, lots of Immortals, lots of Sentries. It's not the kind of Colossus army that scales to late game. It's really good in the right fight, but it's very situational. If you can take the right engagement where you got force fields, your Immortals are kind of hitting their tanks and Marauders, they do good value. But if Immortals are just fighting Marines, Widowmines, they don't look that good. Ooh-wee. Bio coming on forward. The Widowmines are firing on a lot of these units. Pretty good Widowmine shots. Oh, good snap force fields. He messes up his pickup. He only saves some of them. Uh-oh. Byun losing a lot more units here than he was supposed to. He fumbled that hot pickup. He was trying to pick them up and ferry them behind, but he fumbled it. Look at the EMP, though. Oh, the Immortals, only one of them has its barrier left, and there's not many units left. The tanks are going to clear this army out. Yeah, I don't think Zest can do it. No way. He does not have enough units. Obviously, this was a desperate last-ditch all-in. He knew he couldn't rebuild his economy. He was way too far behind. But Byun holds, and Byun dominating this best of 5 so far. I'm telling you guys, he is so good in this matchup right now. All right, guys, going straight into the third map here on Romanticide. Zest doing a little bit of probe harass, doesn't find any damage. Byun, of course, in the top left. Zest doing a rather standard Cybercore expand down here in the bottom right side. Does have one worker off minerals on gas, which tells us it's probably going to be a Stargate build from Zest this time around. The blink openings are not working, really. So I think he's going to change it up a bit. See what he can bring out as our beautiful Brood War soundtrack does kick in. Marine just checking for proxies. Only scouting Byun's done in this game. No SCV scout. Factory, second gas reactor. His reactor's actually a little late this game. After the second gas even? Wow. I mean, Byun does love that Raven opening. Raven tank, very gas heavy. And Zest not actually going for Stargate. Interesting. Just gonna drop a Twilight Council. Okay, I didn't realize he prioritized 3 workers on gas over minerals with this build. Normally a player would focus on the minerals. So I'm not sure if that was a small mistake or not. It's so funny with that rally point. I'd be so paranoid about putting it there because I'd be like, isn't the Adept going to pop out here? But I can't remember the exact rules of how it tries to pop out. I think it tries to pop out kind of in that direction, and then it says, oh, that's the closest way, maybe. Maybe it goes in a direction. I'm not sure. I just would have always queued the rally point here and then down there just to be safe, but Second gateway is on the way. We're going to see Blink start up nice and quick. Adept arrives. And like, okay, we got 3 Marines. No heli in this game. Marine's solid. Don't want to lose that SCV though. Zest doesn't want to risk losing the Adept. Oh, he gets it in. Ah, the SCV stopping that depot from raising. So a nice scout. He says, okay, we know it's not 3 racks number 1. Good scouting. See everything else that's going on. Got the Robo there. A couple of extra gateways. More probes on the way. Marines, Medevac, and Widowmine on the way. Widowmine drop's going to move out. Okay, so beyond just going for a Widowmine drop, this is a bit of a change-up, right, guys? We are still going to see a Raven afterwards, but he's just going to go for a very standard opening, something he normally doesn't do, the Widowmine drop. Zest is not going for a particularly early third base. He's actually probably not going to get it for a long time since he's going 4-gate Blink. Stalker catches the Medevac. Ooh, I didn't notice that. He had Stalker and Adept out of the map kind of roaming, hoping to find this. And that shuts it down. He might just go home and repair now. He's actually going to set up Widowmines defensively, is Byun. And probably go back and just repair that Medevac. Making a tank, second barracks is on the way. So it looks like you can see how this times out, guys. The beautiful symmetry of high-level Terran builds. Raven pops out, you lift the starport, build a reactor with it, and the barracks lifts and then lands on the tech lab. Isn't that just beautiful? And he's so high level, he's like, well, I don't even need the reactor just yet. We want to make sure we start Stim, start another tank, start Marines, and oh, cancels his reactor there. I think because he wants to start that tank. Yeah, exactly what I said. So he got ahead of himself. He started the reactor and then was like, wait a second. He's got to defend right now. The tank's not siege, guys. These Blink Stalkers could kill the bunker. Oh, he's going to lose it. That's dead. Oh, no. Okay, Byun here, not ready for the 4-gate Blink. The Raven barely survives. He's got to get that Raven back and repair it right now. But his main base very undefended. Zest's going to Blink right in there. There's no reason to wait. We might just Blink on the front. He might assume that Byun's going to have pulled most of his units in the main. Byun, though, just focusing on the natural right now. And it was the right call. He loses the Raven. He loses the tank. Zest just shot down his own Warp Prism. Oh my god, Zest just took an amazing fight. And then killed his own Warp Prism. No fucking way. No. Let's watch that back. I honestly, guys, if Zest goes in the main, he's going to do so much damage. Byun does not have the defense he requires. This is 13 Stalkers. He gets the Raven. Probably should have gone for the tank first. And then he picks up his... He fucking kills his own Warp Prism. And he's so tilted, he just leaves. That is not the sort of mistake that you expect from Zest. What the hell? Byun is crushing it. He's broken Zest's confidence. GG, well played.